Hello and welcome to episode 7. We're just going to talk about footwear, motorcycle fairings, luggage compartments, and so forth. Footwear. The purpose and importance of suitable footwear. Boots may protect your feet from cold and wet weather, from knocks, bumps, and ankle injury if you are in an accident. So the various types of boots. I'm going to essentially show you 2 boots. And as far as protection is concerned, what happens is that if you have a hiking boot and you lose control on your bike, and if you don't have a good tight support wrapping of your foot, there's a possibility that your foot could break very easily. The most common options you have for motorcycle boots, for starters, they're like engineering boots. They can do a pretty good job, and they have an ankle kind of a strap here that you can make this tighter around your boot, and it will protect from your leg going like this, so much. But I usually keep this kind of loose. But what you need is a good rubber sole, that will protect you from gravel and oil and stuff, that will provide you with a firm grip of the ground. They're pretty good and quite comfortable. So these are not so much cowboy boots, but they're more like motorcycle boots, especially the way it's built and stitched up, and stuff. So that's the first option. The second option is a 100% designated motorcycle boot. So this fella here was not cheap. It's called Daytona Pro. And I got that at the Visor Shop or Crossing in Newry, Northern Ireland. And the beauty about this boot is it has bracelets that prevent the boot from twisting, and it's really well wrapped up, well protected. It's synthetic leather. It's got Gore-Tex. It's pretty much waterproof, and it's got all kinds of stages of wrapping, your leg, and protecting your leg from impacts, and they have good protection on the back of your leg and the front. This doesn't bend, so it's a little cumbersome to put it on and take it off. But on the other hand, there are some even better ones with some metal bars, braces, or whatever it is on the side. But this has a very stiff constitution. This will protect you pretty much 100%. So that's pretty much about boots, I would advise. So that's footwear pretty much. Trainers, laces, sneakers, absolutely no, because those laces, they can get tangled with the gear, tangled on your rear brake, and that can cause an accident, can literally kill you. So have the proper boots, when you buy them. Motorcycle fairings, luggage compartments. The purpose and importance of motorcycle fairings: protection of hands, legs, and feet, various types of different functions, touring fairing, sports fairing, windscreen. The touring fairing makes high-speed riding more comfortable by keeping you out of the wind and reducing fatigue. One thing about motorcycling that is quite inevitable, especially if you don't have some kind of a windshield, is the fatigue. You see, when you're riding on top of a bike, you're like a sail. Today's a windless day. It's actually pretty good. But especially on a windy day and you're riding against the wind, and your body is like a sailboat, a sail on the sailboat. So it holds a lot of air, and sometimes you don't even realize, but you're like hanging on to that handlebar, and you're putting a lot of strength just to be able to stay on top of the motorcycle. Depends, of course, on the speed that you're going. And that can be exhausting. That can take a lot out of you. So if you have, as far as endurance is concerned, even if you don't have, even if you have built up a set of muscles, motorcycle muscles, you'd be surprised. You can endure between an hour or two or something like that. But with a windshield, you can go 4, 5, 6 hours and still be in good shape. Especially when you travel in the United States, that you can do 300 miles in one day with the roads there. Everybody has a windshield. No windshield, you're going to be downright exhausted if you don't have to stop and rest, while others, will keep going because you just don't have it. And a windshield or a fairing makes a huge difference. The fairing obviously protects your legs. It protects the whole body from above your helmet if you have a full fairing on the bike. And sometimes you're riding a motorcycle behind a lorry or something like that, and it catches a pebble, and I wouldn't say it will break your leg, but it can put a nasty bruise on your leg, on your tibia. So sports fairing offers less protection, but they're intended to cut down wind resistance. So when you're riding a spirited kind of motorcycle, racing style of motorcycle, and you have a tiny little windshield that you sort of fit your helmet in it, it's just something to deflect the wind more than anything, but it serves its purpose anyway. And windscreen can protect your face, body from wind, rain. And I one time had a beetle, big black beetle about this big, and it hit my face at about 70 miles an hour. It really felt like a punch, like somebody literally punched me in the face. And so when you have a windshield, you can actually prevent things like that from happening. And I had a bird one time that hit, a whole bird, I think it was a seagull or something, or a pigeon, that hit my windshield. So anything can happen. Anyway, so that's it. The next episode will be about motorcycle controls. So thank you very much for your patience, and I'll see you next time.